I am here. I'm just setting my camera up. There we go. That's better. Oops, okay. Everything's a bit impromptu today because Victoria is supposed to join me. The previous time I could not. I had a internet problem, and this time we probably had a time zone misunderstanding. But we will talk because the subject is amazing and Victoria is amazing and one of my favorite people. So maybe she'll come on, maybe not, but Facebook penalizes me if I don't go on time. So I thought, how about I do a little Tiny Seeds video for you, short and really relevant, to the point, 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe, and talk about something that's extremely relevant. Okay, so impromptu off the top of my head, no preparing, 2 minutes to think about this. A lot of people are in relationship with very reactive people. And when I say very reactive, I mean there is no negotiation, there's no middle ground, or very little middle ground, very little room to talk about stuff. It is how it is. Or when it comes to the emotional stuff, then we are with people who very easily feel rejected and very easily feel attacked, very easily fear abandonment. Now, the perfect match for somebody like that is a people pleaser, somebody who don't put their own needs first and who will want to please and appease, and who wants the love and connection so much that person will give up a lot. However, it stops working. That's the problem, because when you are with a very reactive person, sooner or later it's going to turn into a mess, because the very reactive person is always going to be punishing, either with words or with silence or with both. And that makes it hard to be with that person. Now, maybe another time I talk to people who are very reactive, but this time I want to talk to the person who is with them. It's hard, and sometimes it doesn't actually even look like they are unreasonable. They are just very firm in their viewpoints. They have a way of not wanting to think differently and look at things differently. Most of the time it is going to be because it's extremely threatening to their self to be wrong. So they make sure they are right about a lot of stuff. They overthink, they overanalyze, and they make sure they don't go to the place which is unsafe for them to be wrong, because whatever happened in the past where they were made wrong is an unsafe place for them. But also people with great abandonment fears. So if anybody has a lot of abandonment fears and that person gets a little bit of pushback, it is seen as rejection and abandonment. Or it's felt as that. It's not even logically thought through. It is just, don't do this to me. I'm out of my safety zone. If we also have a person who is, also, there's various different scenarios here. But one of the possible reasons is that somebody grew up with a lot of uncertainty in their life, a lot of ups and downs, a lack of trust, a lack of feeling safe in the world. And then that person starts to over-control everything. And some of the nicest, most reasonable, most successful, most helping people out there are over-controllers. Because an over-controller controls everything. Your own emotions, so you look fine. How you look to the world, so you look fine. How you present yourself to the world, so you look successful and in control. And who you let into your life. So you're very careful about screening people, how things should be. It has to be like this, it has to be like that, it has to be like that. Again, these are huge safety needs in a person. And it makes things hard for people around us. Now, all of these traits that comes out in the reactivity, reactions to other people's opinion, reactions to other people's way of doing things, reactions to other people's boundaries, reactions to other people's just way of doing things, just way of looking at life, their own way of looking at life. All of these things are threatening to the self of somebody who grew up with great rejection or great uncertainty and a lot of pain that has never been worked through. So what is it that you can do? Unfortunately, there's only one way, and that is boundaries. It is the thing that is going to elicit the highest response. You're going to be severely punished for boundaries. Absolutely. There'll be silent treatment or verbal abuse or um, making you wrong. But it is unfortunately the only way is to have boundaries. The boundaries have to be about what it is that you want in a relationship, and the boundaries have to be about what it is that you will not stand. If you don't have these, you will either be stuck in this mess because it becomes so messy and so painful and so punishing and so vindictive and so withdrawing. It is the extreme hamster wheel. So if you don't learn to have these two kinds of boundaries on what you will not allow. Let me give a few examples. I will not allow you speaking to me and degrading me. I will not allow you speaking over me. I will leave the room. I will not allow you not giving me a turn to speak. But those are the basics because you can't fix a relationship if you don't have those ones. A turn to speak, somebody actually willingly listening to you, even although they don't want to, because you can't even explain yourselves or your motives if somebody won't listen to you. And just see it from a place of self-respect. I can't be, I can't even work on this relationship if I'm not allowed to talk. And I'm not even willing to be in this conversation if I'm not allowed to talk. So that's always the first one we start with. And we always say, stop with the personal attacks. No degrading attacks. I will not take it. That's the most important place to start. The second kind of boundaries is where we put boundaries on our idea of what a relationship should be. And in order to be in a loving relationship, we say to people, a loving, kind, nurturing relationship, we have to start putting boundaries on it. We have to say, we don't have an atmosphere in which we can have connection and love and respect for each other if we don't do this and this and this. So if we don't have conversations, if we don't find help, if we don't have somebody who can sit us down and say, let's start here, let's get help in because we don't see, we are too deep in the waste. And do the boundary from a place of, this is important to me, that's why I want to fix it, but I am not willing to live like this anymore. Another huge boundary is put a boundary on withdrawing. I will not. Put it on yourself first. Don't put it on anybody else. I will stop withdrawing when you stop withdrawing. That's rubbish. Don't even go there. That's how we do it in the playground when we are preschool. We say, I will not withdraw anymore. Do whatever you want. I will not withdraw anymore. I will not punish myself anymore. I will find a way to stay in it and keep on communicating. This is hard if you don't have help. I've done a few videos about it already. I've written about it in my book. It is hard if you don't have help. It's really hard. But I know because I've done this. I started there. I just said, I've punished myself so much by giving up and withdrawing, but I will never do this again. And 13 years later, I can tell you that I know this is the way. Just never withdraw. Forget about what the other person is doing. If they are treating you with silent treatment, if they are pretending not to hear you, if they are ignoring you, stay in it as if they're not angry at you. Stay in it. That doesn't mean grovel, that just means I'm level and I refuse to let my life be influenced by somebody else's story, their interpretation, their way in which they see this. I am level, I'm here with good intentions, I want to work on it. I'm not going to do that childish thing of withdrawing and punishing anymore. And be very real about this. That is childish bullshit to withdraw. It is, you cannot get past it. There is no justification for an adult to withdraw and not to use your absolute privileges in this life. You have a voice and you have a choice. Use your voice before you use your choice to tell people what your boundaries are, and do it from love and respect in a natural, neutral, even voice, the way I'm speaking now. Without punishment in it, without getting personal, without blame, without judgment, without making the other person wrong, without analyzing them, without attitude, without tart tone, nice, level, even, grown-up style. If you do that little one thing, which is huge if you're not used to it, start practicing today. Just start practicing today. Okay, so I want to go see. Thank you for the heart. I don't know who gave me a heart. You know, I love a heart. I'll go see if anybody wants to ask anything. This is a difficult thing to do in the beginning. I will grant you that. But you know what? I've done it. Very little help. Nobody's sitting on YouTube telling me this stuff, because who tells us this? You know, nobody tells us this. This is like your golden passport to a better life. So I hope you're going to take heed about this and understand how important this is. Watch back, listen to this again. It is so important. This, although somebody will punish you because they are reactive, is your starting point. Just don't become part of a reaction. Don't give in to the reaction. You stay yourself. Okay, let me see if there's any questions. And hi, no name again. Oh, it's so irritating. It's when I think it's the groups that don't allow the groups. They don't allow it. I'm going to guess this is Mitch. Am I right? Right. Okay. So if there's anybody that's finding this hard, let me know. If you want to chat to me, also let me know. I'm very happy to do another short one about this. Unfortunately, my friend Victoria is definitely missing in action. We may be back in an hour from now if Victoria's got it wrong. So let me see. Hi, Mitch. Nice to see you. Okay. All right. And am I right? Is this a hard thing to wrap your head around? That's what I want to know. Hi, Lex. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you for a while on here. Okay. So if you want to talk more about it, I'm really happy to do another little one. Maybe talk to very active people next time. How's that? Anybody like that idea? Have a conversation with very active people? I think that's a very good idea. Or any other question, anything else that you want me to answer next time? I've been missing the Sunday seats. This time I accidentally pitched up here and did it because Victoria's missing. But yeah, never miss an opportunity. So thank you guys for watching. And if you are around at 7 o'clock, maybe I will be seeing Victoria. And if not, then I will see you whenever Victoria is available. But don't miss that conversation. That is such an important conversation. Remember to give me a few more hearts there, share with people, and send me a message if there's any question you want me to answer specifically. Okay. Thank you all for watching, and lots of love. And if you come back on the replay, I know when you come back on the replay, then please just know I will come in and will answer all questions, all comments. Thank you for coming. Have a good Sunday. Bye. No, I'm playing the wrong thing. Ay, ay, ay. I have too many videos here. Let me see. No, I think I'm going to give up on my playing my song. No idea what happened to it. So, oh, there it is. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.